I think that we might be live. Maybe not yet, but soon we should be live. Let's see. Let's see. Are we live? Yes, we are live. Welcome. Welcome to Shibuya one more time. I didn't really plan on starting the stream here, but due to severe problems in finding a bathroom, I didn't make it to the starting point I had planned. So I'll start today's walk here in Shibuya. And the plan is to walk to Omotesando and then to Sendagaya. No, not Sendagaya, Sendagaya. Sorry, Sendagaya, which is this very nice neighborhood that someone requested a few days ago. So I thought, why not? Yeah, let's go there. And I think I will take the route through Yoyogi Park, actually. But first, let's head up Sendagaya, this little street here, which is apparently supposed to look like Spain. And I'm sure that many of you are curious about the weather, because you always are. So let me tell you about the weather. It's another day with a blue sky, as you can probably tell, and the temperature is currently 14 degrees here, and it's expected to get a little bit warmer, up to 16 degrees today. Yesterday they said it's gonna be 18 degrees, but which would be extremely warm for a December day, but yeah, 16 it is. Is it hard to find bathrooms in Japan? Generally not. You can find like bathrooms in any department store and any most convenience stores as well. But here in Shibuya, I don't know, today they were all occupied for very long times. Hence, it took me a very long time to find a place. But yeah, I managed to. So here we are. We're curious about my pink shorts. No pink shorts today. Pink short season is over, despite... Oh, look at this interesting Mickey Mouse statue. Yeah, pink short season is definitely over. Even if it's a warm December day, it's not that warm. Yay, walk today. Hello everyone. Yes, already over 100 people tuning in. Welcome everybody. Hope you will enjoy today's walk. Nice Twitter photos, says Jari. Thank you, thank you. Oh, what happened to this Mickey Mouse? He looks a bit creepy. Like he had a few drinks too much. But yeah, for those of you who haven't heard, I did set up a Twitter account the other day where I share photos that I snap during my walks. So if you haven't already, please follow me there. The link is in the video description. Get away from busy Shibuya. Let's head to Yoyogi Park. Take some deep breath there before we walk down what I presume will be a very crowded Omotesando. But then I will turn towards Sendagaya about halfway through Omotesando. Oh, and also I should make sure to track this walk. Now I do. Now I am tracking it. Because since a few weeks ago I started posting maps of my walks on my Patreon page. So one more reason to join me on Patreon is that you will get maps of all the walks I make from here on. Yeah, someone reached out to me and asked why I made last night's walk unlisted, and that was actually because it got a few copyright notifications. So when that happens, basically it's fine, it's not a big deal, but it means that all the ad revenue goes to the record label instead. But you can easily sort that out. You can remove the audio from that part of the video. However, when it's a long video, that can take a really long time for YouTube. So as it's processing the version of the video with the music removed, I just decided to make that video unlisted. Usually Japanese music rarely causes me any problems actually, but yesterday it was when I was up on that rooftop and had a cup of hot wine. They were playing some jazz, and that turned out to be, I think, Miles Davis, which obviously is not free to use. So yeah. Did I feel the earthquake about 30 minutes ago? No, I did not. I did not feel an earthquake 30 minutes ago. Huh, didn't know. It's been so many earthquakes recently though. In many parts of Japan. Not just around Tokyo, but there was one in Kyushu, I think, yesterday. Yeah. Do I get a lot of ad revenue? No, not a lot. But every little bit helps in keeping this channel running. So yeah, I prefer to have the ad revenue go to me rather than some big international record label when I can. Beautiful clouds. There was one in Ibaraki as well. I see. Didn't know that either. But yeah, it's happening all the time, so it's not easy to keep up to date with all the earthquakes. Most of them are so weak that we don't notice them anyway. But I think I felt an earthquake. The thing with all these like weak earthquake that you can barely feel is that, at least for me, I often think that I feel an earthquake. I think I felt one last night when I was just about to fall asleep. I think it was shaking a tiny little bit, but I don't know. Garfield, thank you so much for the super chat. Hot wine, cold beer, sake, select one you like. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm actually going to grab a beer with one of my viewers after this stream. So yeah, that beer money will come in handy. Who knows, maybe I will grab a beer or a coffee on stream as well during this walk. We'll see. 少し暑くなりました。暑くなりすぎた。そうですね。まあちょっと暑いね。今日。でも気持ちいい。ちょうどいい天気。Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you, Visionary. Yeah, yesterday I bumped into some viewers randomly on the street, and today I'm going to grab a beer with one of my Japanese viewers, actually. So that will be very interesting. I need to socialize more, so I'm happy to meet up with people. Here it's a little bit quieter compared to downtown Shibuya. And over there, I think you can spot some of the iconic Shinjuku buildings, the Cocoon Tower, etc. Jenny, thank you so much. Beer o'clock, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's see. I'm kind of in the mood for coffee. I had a pretty big meal just before this stream. Some of you might have seen it since I posted a picture of it on Twitter. But yeah, I still feel a little bit like very light food coma from that big meal, so I should eat something. Or I should have a coffee. And yes, we are now passing the old Olympic Stadium from the 1964 Olympics. Here next to Yoyogi Park, just between Shibuya and Harajuku in central Tokyo. NHK building. Here's the NHK. It's this whole area here belongs to NHK. I guess they have studios in here, but probably also a lot of like offices and stuff. I don't know exactly, actually. Maybe someone is more familiar with that than I am. Even though I worked a little bit for NHK, but then it's always been through like third-party production companies. So I never actually been inside here, inside the main NHK complex. Should I grab a beer here? Should I do that? Should I grab a beer and a coffee? No, coffee, I think I can find a good coffee a little bit later. But since you donated to a beer and since it's a perfect day for a beer in the park, I'll have a beer. Thank you, Yanni. Thank you, Garfield, for sponsoring this. スイカでお願いします。お願いします。はい。ありがとうございます。はい、ありがとうございます。Yeah, why not? Let's have a little beer break. I think it's been quite a while. Well, I did have that hot wine break yesterday, but it's been a while since I had a beer break. There's always people in or around Yoyogi practicing some like synchronized dancing. I like that. Chibiru, hayo kudasai. Yes, Yari. Beer at a kiosk, only in Japan. I think you can get beer at kiosks in Germany. And probably a bunch of other countries too, but definitely not in Sweden. Yeah, is Australia also strict like that, with like where you can and cannot buy alcohol? Helicopter somewhere. There it is. cannot buy beer at park kiosks in Sydney. Okay, I see. I was a bit surprised. I thought Australia was kind of liberal with alcohol. Sorry, I just got a message. That's why I got so quiet all of a sudden. A message from someone who is watching my stream and wants to meet up or wants me to come to a specific place. So, Yoyogi Park, autumn version. It's quite nice. Look at all those yellow leaves. Winters in Japan are very sunny. They are, indeed they are. At least here in Tokyo. I'm not sure if that goes for the rest of the country, but yeah, here in Tokyo it's definitely very sunny during the winter months, and that's one of the things that I enjoy a lot, especially coming from Sweden, or the south of Sweden, where basically the entire country is just covered in gray clouds for half of the year. Let's see, I think last time I came here we did have a few technical hiccups, so I won't venture too far into the park. I will just take this little road here down along the park of it, along the side of the park. This is the Shibuya gate, Yoyogi Park. Let's see if I can find a place to sit down and enjoy my little beer. Hello, bit of a wonder. Thanks. Good to see you here. It's surprisingly quiet, considering that it's a weekend with lovely weather. I would have assumed that the park would be a bit more crowded than this. Yoga lesson. Let's see, yeah, now I see that the bitrate is dropping, so I hope it's not ruining the stream too much. Yeah, buddy. Even my Samsung is not immune to trees, I guess. It's kind of weird that trees are such a problem for my live streams. But look at this. Looks so nice here. Oh, there we have some more synchronized dancers. Wow, this is so like idyllic with this. With the sun shining through the trees and the leaves falling down. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day today. Let's see, I wonder if I can sit down somewhere around here. Someone I know? Oh, hey! Genki, Genki! Hey! Long time no see!
This is my friend Yoko.
Ah, konnichiwa. Genki, Genki.
Megai.
Huh?
Megai.
Ah,
My
ne.
friend.
So,
Yeah.
I'm streaming right now. Do you wanna say hi? Hey! Oh, thanks for all the promotion.
Doing a nice video in Tokyo, so
I go on live walks. So right now it's like 300 people walking with me as I'm walking. Thank you. Well, see you. Yes, keep in touch. Bye bye. Okay, okay.
doing his live video in Yoyogi. Ciao ciao.
Yes.
Bye.
But please don't post it on Twitter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Bye. So funny. Tokyo is a small city sometimes. So. Oh. Such a nice day. So she actually runs a food tour. No, wait, I'm not sure if she just does a food blog. I think she wrote a book on food as well, and I think she does food tours here in Tokyo as well in normal times. So I want to sit down and have my beer. Maybe here. Here's a pretty flat little rock with a nice view. Let's have my beer. Let's have a beer break here. Is the signal okay? Can you see me, or not see me, but can you see my view? I think you can, right? Okay, let's beer. So, beer time. Beer time. Kanpai! Perfect day for a beer in the park. So a little 5-minute break here, and then I will continue towards Omotesando and Sendagaya. Kanpai! Someone asked about the current entry ban. I'm very torn. I think they're a bit too strict. I totally understand that they are closing the country to tourists, but I do think that people like exchange students and others who had already gotten approved to come here to Japan for work or whatever reason, I think those people should definitely be let in. Because a lot of people have been like just waiting in limbo for almost 2 years now and put their entire lives on hold, and that's not cool, especially since all of us who live here are still allowed to enter the country and go on trips. So yeah, I don't approve with the how they treat those people, but I do kind of understand, especially from a Japanese perspective, and considering that the pandemic so far has been relatively mild here in Japan, I kind of understand why they are encouraged to keep it this strict. But yeah, it's a very complex matter. Oh wow, we're over 300 people now. Nice, nice. So if you just tuned in, I'm here in Yoyogi Park having a little beer break. As soon as I'm done with this beer, I will continue towards Omotesando and Sendagaya. Ah, a bit of a wonder. You had to cancel Malta. I see. Yeah. Yeah, I had to cancel my plans on going back to Sweden for the holidays as well. It sucks, but at least, I mean, I was lucky enough to go there just a few months ago, so I guess I should be fine with that. But still, I know that a lot of people are much worse off. Ah, I forgot the FAQ pin. Thank you, Tony, for pointing that out. Let's sort out. Someone sent me a message on Twitter. Wow, live tweeting a live stream. Next level. Thank you. Yeah, Twitter is fun. I really enjoy it. For the first time ever, I've been on Twitter for well over 10 years, but I've never liked it before. Until now. Anyway, FAQ pin. FAQ and rules in the video description. On. Boom. Okay. Let's see, what else are you saying? Twitter, is that the bird? Yeah, right. You can hear them. They're all tweeting. They're really busy. Okay, as always, viewers drop once I have a beer break. You're so impatient, people. Can't an old man enjoy his beer? Enjoy my beer in peace? The scenery is great. Yeah, I think so too. Beautiful. I really like Yoyogi Park. It's such a nice oasis in the middle of this otherwise extremely busy city. Thank you, Russ. Caught the beer break too. Kampai, yes, thank you. Kampai. I'm almost done with the beer though. Okay. Yoish. Let's go. Let's go. Lonely Planet said Japan is a nation of joggers. Yeah, is it? Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of people running in the parks and in green spaces. Lots of people are running along Tama River, close to where I live as well. I don't know if it's like more common here than in the West. I don't know. Oops. Wait, actually here in Yoyogi we have something that's generally quite rare in Japan. Public trash cans. So let me throw away my empty beer can before I leave the park, because who knows when I will get that opportunity again. Although there are actually trash cans along Omotesando too, so around here it's not that difficult. Papers, plastic cans here. We show Japanese trash. I've never seen a food truck selling dango before. That's kind of interesting.
代々木公園サービスセンターです。公園内ではテントやサンシェードを使用することはできません。またサイクリングコースは一方通行の自転車専用コース、自転車の逆走、歩行者並びにジョギングの方の立ち入りは禁止となっています。おやめくださいますようご協力お願いいたします。
It's a pretty cute, humble little Christmas tree that they put here. It's very short and chubby. Okay, let's head to Omotesando. All right, it's Sunday, so we do have some of these rockabilly people here today, picnicking in the sun right now. Nice! I haven't seen these guys in a very long time. Wonder if they're gonna put on a dance show anytime soon. It's kind of nice to see them still here though. They've been doing this for I don't know how long, at least as long as I've been living in Japan. Make them get up and dance. I want to see it live. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they will. Well, there's already one guy Looks like they're on a bit of a break right now. Maybe they just got here. I don't know. They're pretty awesome though. Wow, that's quite expensive for a bicycle parking. If you want to park your bike here, you have to sign up for a monthly contract. 2,000 yen per month. With a slight discount if you sign up for a longer period. But for a bicycle, quite steep if you ask me. Do they play music? Yes, they do play like American rockabilly music and dance. They don't play themselves, they just play like on a, I don't know, from a MP3 or CD or I don't know. I wonder if they're using like Spotify these days or if they are using like more older formats. But yeah, they dance. That's what they did. 2,000 yen for 1 month. Yeah, that is quite steep, right? And it's kind of weird because I think you're allowed to park your bike. Oops, red light here. You are allowed to park your bike for free in the park, but maybe you're not allowed to leave it there overnight. Maybe that could be the difference. I'm not sure. Yeah, there used to be cosplay gatherings around here, but that was a really long time ago. These days there's no cosplayers in Harajuku, and it hasn't been for the last 10 years at least. Gee, let's IKEA. No, come on. We did that yesterday. I will just head down Omotesando and then turn left and head towards Sendagaya. No, I keep mixing up Sendagaya and Sendagaya. I'm heading to Sendagaya, not Sendagaya. I've always been having a difficult time separating those two neighborhoods. Somehow those names sound kind of similar to me. Santoso, welcome. Welcome to where all the cool kids are. So that's Meiji Jingumae metro station over there. There's also an exit over here. Every Sunday is IKEA day. Is it? I don't know. I'm not so excited about IKEA, to be honest. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I cannot read your name, but thank you so much for the 10,000 won super chat. Appreciate it. IKEA is great until you get the boxes home and you realize you have 3 hours of labor ahead of you. Yeah, kinda. I don't know. It can be fun, I think, to assemble IKEA furniture, but only if it's not too big or complicated. We got lots of stuff from IKEA for our apartment when we moved in, and we actually paid them to come and put some of it together for us. Another popular Swedish brand in Tokyo. Volvo is quite popular. They have a showroom up here with a pretty nice cafe actually. Oh, what's this? Interesting outfit. Latex nun. What else? What else? Now just because you asked I can't come up with anything, but I feel that there's lots of Swedish brands that are quite popular here. It's really crowded here. It's really crowded here. In Sweden we pronounce it IKEA. IKEA is the kind of Americanized way. But sometimes when I speak English I tend to pronounce it like that. But when I speak Swedish I always say IKEA. Too crowded. So many people, yeah, it's really crowded. This interesting mall entrance. Can you spot me? Am I doing a reflection reveal? I can't see myself. Let's see. Let's see. Am I up there somewhere? Oh, there I am. There I am. All right, H&M, of course, Tony. How could I forget about that? H&M is very popular around here. There's lots of stores everywhere. Go up the elevator. Elevator? You mean escalator? Elevator, I'm not sure, because if I take an elevator, that usually drops the connections. Yeah, if this was a 4K video, you could probably zoom in and see me easily. So let's turn down here. Ah, the Swedish sock shop. You mean Happy Socks? Yeah, but it's not so well known here though. But they do have one store just like a block from where I am right now actually. And yes, Brad, right? Or Nissan something GTR. That's right, I did start a stream nearby here. I did. 6% Doki Doki. That's an interesting name. It's actually a very iconic kind of Harajuku fashion brand that has been very influential in some circles. Ericsson is also Swedish. Yes, however, Ericsson is not a very well-known brand anymore since they stopped making mobile phones. I don't think it's a brand that your average person on the streets here in Japan will know. Maybe the older generation will know, but probably not these kids here in Harajuku. Do you know Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Well, I know who he is, but I don't know him personally, no. But we're from the same city. So yeah, let's walk down here and take a quieter little route. Is this Cat Street? Not really, no. This is just some probably unnamed side street. Cat Street is one block up, but I will head to Cat Street very soon. I'm just trying to not take the same route as I did on last night's stream today. So that's why I'm kind of instead walking these like side streets. %, Doki Doki, not Toki Doki, Doki Doki. Which is, Doki Doki is like the sound of the heart beating. Toki Doki means sometimes. So, very different meaning. Oh, nice little coffee stand. Oh. Should I have a coffee as well? Oh, what's this? It looks like a water tobacco thingy. Yeah, that it is. Okay. I was like, okay, is this like some new weird way of making coffee? But no, it's just a water tobacco pipe. Okay. Last night in Shibuya, is it deleted? No, it's not. You can still find it through the link on the community page, but that video had some like copyrighted music in it, so while YouTube is removing that music, the video is unlisted. Buy a coffee. Yeah, I might, but not there. Maybe somewhere else. Maybe somewhere in Sendagaya I can find some coffee. This is nerdy. Get nerdy on. Okay. Coffee so soon after beer? Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm still a bit sleepy from my big meal before the stream, so I could grab a coffee as well. Here's my bike shop, where I got the bike I have now. I'm kind of tempted to get the electrical one. I just have a boring analog bike. But yeah, as I don't know for how much longer I will be here in Japan, I'm not gonna invest in an expensive bicycle. And what did I eat? You can check my Twitter and you will see a photo of what I just had. Here's another little coffee place selling coffee out of the window. But yeah, what did I have? I had a pork steak teishoku. It was delicious. It was delicious. I had coffee lager once. Yeah. That's a thing, right? That's a thing. That's great. Like killing two birds with one stone. So efficient. Need to also consider bicycle shipping fees. Yeah, well, I'm not planning to ship my bike. Actually, I will just get rid of it and get a new one after the move. In that case, that's probably cheaper. This used to be a very nice coffee shop, but not anymore. Now it looks like it turned into a clothes shop. We just passed 400 viewers. Yay! Welcome everyone. Less than 50% likes to viewers. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. It would be great if we could improve that ratio a little bit. This place is quite decent for coffee actually. Streamer. I think it's a chain now. They have shops a little all over the place. But if I'm not mistaken, I think this could have been one of the first ones. Should I get a coffee here maybe? Yeah, maybe. Let's get a coffee here. Quite pricey though, 650 yen for a latte. That's quite steep. Nah, I think I can find something more interesting. But yeah, it's called streamer, right? So I should have a streamer coffee while I'm streaming. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you sold me on that. That was a good reason to grab something here. Maybe just a small one. Maybe just espresso macchiato. Yeah, let's get a macchiato rather than a big latte. こんにちは。エスプレッソマキアートお願いします。マキアート。はい。はい。400円です。はい。スイカで払えますか？スイカで。はい。 はい。
はい、少々お
はい
待ちください。
はい。Okay. When's the coffee sponsorship? Yeah, that's a good question. I want to know that as well. When can someone sponsor my coffee addiction? Thank you. I see that there's a handful of new people who has just joined me on Twitter. Wonderful. Thank you so much. If you still haven't joined, please consider doing so. The link is in the video description. I keep hearing T said I play with a watermelon. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm getting like messages right now. There we go. I should focus on YouTube. All the folks who does super chats sponsor my coffee addiction. That's right. Arigatou gozaimasu. It's a very cute little mini coffee, mini macchiato. That should give me the little boost I need right now. It's good. Like I often say, espresso is good when it's a good espresso, but awful when it's like an average one. But actually here they certainly know how to do a decent one. Tiny coffee. Yeah, so cute. Tiny coffee, but adult caffeine content. Actually, I very rarely buy espresso or macchiato, but whenever I go to Italy, I have like macchiatos all the time. Because there they know how to make them. This was a good one though. Although 400 yen for macchiato is also pretty steep. No sugar. I don't do sugar in my coffee. Do you do any wrist exercises after using gimbal? Thank you, Wish, for walking videos, and thank you, Ronnie Kwok, for the super chats. No, I don't really have any exercises I do now. ごちそうさまでした。とても美味しかったです。ありがとうございます。Small little caffeine boost, yeah. $4 coffee, yeah, pretty much $4 for that one. I have a friend who is working over here. Let's see if she's around, and I'll say hi since I'm in the neighborhood anyway. What time is it, by the way? Oh shit, I don't have that much time. But just a quick little visit. Have I been to the ramen museum or cup noodle museum? No. I don't know. I'm not really. They seem a little bit too much of a tourist trap for me to be interested. Oh, I think this is the shop. Let's see if my friend is here. Genki? 映ってる。元気元気、久しぶり。
いやお店来るの久しぶりだ。
そう、すごい久しぶり。
今日マリオさんがいないんだよ。
ああ、そうかそうか。
素敵でしょ。
素敵素敵。ああ、いいね。でもこの音楽はちょっとなんか YouTube でコピーライト問題が出る。That's my friend who is working here. But I'm pretty sure that they play like this music. Okay, she switched it off for me.
音止めるのちょっとあれだから外で。
外で、うん。元気？
元気。
久しぶりだね。
本当痩せたじゃん。
本当？本当？いや痩せてないと思うよ。残念ながら。そう。今日何時までいる？ここ。
6時まで。
6時まで。そっかそっか。じゃあ今ちょっとなんか配信中ので、そうそう、420人が挨拶したい。こんにちは。はい。This is very fancy clothes shop called Hansel and Gretel. やってる人は何人でしたっけ？ドイツとチェコのハーフ。ドイツ Okay, so it's run by a guy who his name is Mario.
今日残念いないですけど。
超かっこいい。超かっこいい。元モデル。まあ今もモデル。今もモデル。あ、この人。He's the guy who runs this shop. He's a model from あ？あ、いいよ。でもアップしないでください。ね、まあ今ちょっと難しいけど、後でちょっとゆっくりでね話しましょう。めっちゃ話したい話がいっぱいある。聞きたい今そういや後でね、バイバイ。これからなんか千駄ヶ谷の方に行くんですけど、どうやって行けばこうの方がこっちにも行ける？わかりました。じゃあ Google 先生に聞いてみます。Google 先生ありがとうございます。またね。Yeah, she's a very old friend of mine. We've known each other for, I think, over 10 years now. So I thought since I was just in the neighborhood, why not see if she was around. Anyway, let's proceed towards Sendagaya. This might have turned into the most social stream I've ever done. Interesting, bumped into several familiar faces today. She was like, yeah, actually we used to hang out a lot, but since pandemic and all that, I think I've just probably seen her like once in the last 2 years. But she was like, yeah, there's so much I want to tell you. Let's meet up soon. I should. Introduce us to your barber. Right. I should ask her. Maybe she knows a good barber around here. And again, cutting my hair around here would probably cost me like 10 times more than what I'm used to paying. She was like, oh, you got skinny. And I'm like, really? I think I've gained weight the last couple of months, but... Can you show us around where you first stayed when you came to Tokyo? It would be fun to hear nostalgic stories. So actually I did... There was like a walk I did a couple of months ago where I ended up... Like I hadn't planned it, but I ended up like passing maybe like 4 or 5 places where I used to live. I don't remember the name of that stream. I think it was the one where I walked from Sendagaya to Shinjuku a few months ago. So that one, you should watch that one if you haven't already. But the place I actually stayed when I first came to Tokyo is just a few blocks away from here. But I'm not sure exactly how to get there from this side, and also I am running a little bit short on time now because I'm meeting that viewer for a beer in 40 minutes, so I don't have that much time right now. So let's quickly just go down to Sendagaya and wrap things up. On the live stream, you're burning calories while walking. I am, yeah, that's true. But then after these streams, I'm also always so hungry, so I probably eat more now than before I started streaming. And then on top of that, we have all the beer breaks, which hardly does good things to my figure. But yeah, I think we're kind of heading into Sendagaya now. This area is a little bit tricky. Like, there's lots of nice shops and bars and coffee shops around here, but they're all a little bit spread out. There's no like, what's this? This looks interesting. I think people are lining up outside. What kind of shop is this? It's a cafe. Nature crepe. Interesting. Neo. Wow. Long queue. I should probably check that out sometime, but not on a weekend, obviously. But maybe on a weekday it's not so crowded. But yeah, there's lots of nice shops around here, but there's no like one street where everything is located, but it's more like all hidden on different kind of side streets. So, and I'm not super familiar with this district, to be honest, so wow, I wonder if this apartment building, I think it's quite new. This is also a neighborhood where I would be very happy to live, I think, because it's super close to Shinjuku Gyoen. So if I lived here, I would just get an annual passport to Shinjuku Gyoen, and it has this cozy local feeling with lots of cool shops. And on top of that, it's like smack in the middle of between Harajuku and Shinjuku, so it's super central. You can get anywhere easily from around here. You know, there's shops in every corner. Like, what's this? Buddy. Is it like children's clothes? I think it's children's clothes. Huh. We don't see this very often. A sign saying that the staff is vaccinated. It's quite rare here in Japan. children's clothes, no? Maybe I can find something for Minnie here. And is this... I'm not sure, but I think this... Yes, this is Bonobo. This is a great place. I've been here many times, but I always come at night, so I don't really know how I tend to get here. I haven't been in many years though, but this is a super nice bar. There's like a tiny little bar on the first floor, and then there's like a hidden staircase up to a bigger second floor where there's like a DJ booth and a dance floor, and then they also have this like rooftop terrace. It's a really cool place. I used to go there quite often, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. So that's the way down to Harajuku. But this is still, okay, the address here is still Jingumae. Not Sendagaya yet. Looks like a Boro bar. Yeah. Inside is not Boro though. Inside is quite nice. Like on the top floor there's also a tatami room. Wonder how that place is doing now though, with the pandemic and all. Yes, Bonobo. The place is called Bonobo. I think now I should probably, yeah, I can continue a few more blocks this way and then turn left, and then I'll probably have to end the stream. Have you seen any housing listings yet? Not around here, no, not around here, but it's not cheap to live here, I can tell you that much. 10 minutes from Sendagaya station and Gaenmai station from here. Yeah, right. And also like Harajuku station is also within walking distance. And so is Omotesando. So a very good location. So up there is Meiji Dori. And here, just under, if I pass this tunnel, we will be at the Olympic Stadium. So, if that gives you a bit of some sense of where we are. Maybe now we might be in Sendagaya, technically. Or? Yeah, rent is extremely high around here. Yeah, it is. It is. And also Jingumae, like where my friend's shop was around there. That's also like one of the most expensive parts of Tokyo to live. Anybody has tea? Said whether he's going to stream beer o'clock for Patreons. I have not said anything about that, and I don't think so. Because yeah, I'm meeting a viewer for the first time, so I don't think I will stream that. But I do plan to do a Patreon only stream quite soon, so. Nice little shrine here up on this little hill. Not this T followed me back on Twitter. Thank you, T. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for following me on Twitter. I generally follow back as long as it's accounts that actually post something. Like I see a lot of accounts which are just like retweets, and that's not terribly interesting to me. But if it's people who actually post stuff. I'm kind of interested to see what my viewers are up to. Captain's Helm. Here's another coffee shop. There's so many coffee shops here. This looks like American vintage stuff. I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure. What kind of shop that was. How Celsius is it there? Interesting way of putting it. It's currently 16 degrees, so quite warm. Quite warm. 16 degrees Celsius in Tokyo right now. Which camera do you use? It's written in the video description down below. So I think soon. Ah yes, this shrine is very nice. Let's walk through here. Now we're actually super close to where I used to live. I'm pretty sure that climbing this little hill has some important meaning, but I'm not sure exactly what. Since I'm a little bit short on time, I won't be able to figure that out right now. Oh, okay, this just says caution, watch your steps in Japanese too. If anyone can explain what this place is, feel free to do so in the chat. Wondering how strong your legs are walking for hours. I don't think my legs are anything special. Must have been featured in an anime. Possibly. Video description says iPhone 12 for live. Really? It says, wow. I need to double check the description. No, I'm using the S21 Ultra, which is what I've been using for my lives, 99% of my lives for the last half year. iPhone keeps letting me down. Do your legs always get sore after long walks? No, they never really get sore unless it's like extremely hilly. Like maybe if I climb some mountain or something, then my legs might get a little bit sore. Okay, thank you, Greg. You'll get the same spiritual benefit from climbing the real Mount Fuji. I see. I think the shrine is on rock from Fuji. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's what this place is like. Yeah, it said something about Mount Fuji, so but I didn't really have the kanji expertise to understand all of it. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Let me see. It disappeared so quickly. Carl Fair be uncool. Thank you for all the walks in 2021. Best wishes for 2022. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words and for the generous donation. I really appreciate it. As always, it's donations from people like you, as well as the support that I get from my Patreons. That's what keeps this channel running. So thank you very much for that. It really means everything to me. So here's another coffee shop, Selected Beans Coffee. Yeah, I should really come here and explore a little bit more, because I think there's a lot of hidden gems in this neighborhood. Humble apartment complex. Probably a convenient place to live. Looks a little bit old though, so maybe the apartments are nothing special, but very good neighborhood. This ice cream shop. And let's see, this way is towards Yoyogi station. Should I walk? Maybe, not sure, but maybe if I walk down here I might bump into the place where I used to live. Need to do a walk specifically in this area. Yes, and I probably need to research a little bit first, or maybe go with someone who knows this neighborhood much better than I do, because it's not so easy to find all the cool places. Is this a dead end? Oh, I think it is. Yeah, it looks like a dead end down there. Okay. It's too bad. You're walking by where I stayed. I tore it down last year though. There was at the last intersection. Oh, I see, Jeffrey. What kind of place was that where you stayed? I stayed at the Sakura house, share house around here. Back when I first came here in 2008, I shared a tiny little room, maybe like 6 or 8 square meter room, and I shared that with a friend in the good old days when I was poor but extremely excited and willing to do anything just in order to be able to stay here in Japan. Basements are uncommon in Tokyo houses. Yes, they are. Basements are very uncommon in Tokyo houses. At least in smaller ones. Bigger ones, of course, like shopping malls, etc. They have basements. But regular apartment buildings, basically, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say never, but I don't think I've ever been in a house that has a basement in Japan. Did you like Sakura House? No. I mean, it was fine for what I was expecting back then, and it was very easy to rent, and I think I set basically everything up even before arriving in Japan. I could kind of make a preliminary booking of a room, and of course all the staff spoke English, so you know it was very good in that sense. But I don't think I would ever want to stay with them today. From my experiences, from my experience, most of the people staying there were very young and quite irresponsible. So at least in the share house I was living in, the kitchen was always a mess, and the bathrooms were not terribly pleasant either. But also I think it's a big difference depending on which Sakura house you're staying in. The one I was in, which I still think should be like somewhere down here. I think that one where I stayed is one of their biggest properties, so there was lots of people living there, obviously. If it's a smaller one, it's probably nicer. And it's also a bit of a lottery what your neighbors will be like. I really feel that I'm so close. It's not here. Maybe signal around here is not that great. Yes, Jenny, that's right. Like really high-rise towers might have basements or like underground garage. Swedenの人は少し寒い方が好きだったんですか？いや、こういう天気は僕にとってすごいちょうどいいと思いますけど、日本の夏はちょっと暑すぎるですね。でもそれ以外は東京の天気はちょうどいいと思います。夏だけはちょっと暑すぎる。Okay, so we're leaving Sendagaya now, and now I'm actually heading towards Yoyogi. Let me see, what time is it? It's 2:30. So yeah, I think I will just walk down to Yoyogi station and end the stream once I get there. Hope you enjoyed this little kind of random adventure today. It was a nice walk for me. It was fun to bump into several familiar people, and the weather is gorgeous, so of course it's always nice to walk on days like these. Ten minutes that way and I will be in Shinjuku. But actually the reason why I want to end the stream quite urgently is because I really need to pee. I guess it's the beer plus the coffee. That's not a great combination, so I need to go to the bathroom. So I'll have to leave you soon. It's another 5 minutes until I get to Yoyogi station, so here you see the high rises of Shinjuku further down this street. Sound Studio Noah. Yeah, this is probably a place that you would enjoy, Rockaway Siren. You should come here and record a new album or something. I can play the tambourine. Or I can sing the Don Quixote song. Oh, okay, someone asked about real estate in this area. It's not exactly where we were before, but it's a 2-bedroom apartment for 330,000 yen per month. How many square meters? 58 square meters. Here's another rental apartment, 210,000 yen per month for 37 square meters. Always have to struggle to find how many square meters places are on these ads, and they all have like different formats. 272,000 yen for 50 square meters. So yeah, there you have it. A little bit of a ballpark figure for what it costs to rent a place around here. Quite expensive, if you ask me. Yeah, 330,000 yen. I guess that's about $3,000 US. Apartment for Big Boss. It looked like a pretty average apartment though. I mean, size-wise it's not even big enough for me and my family. And I don't think the standard was like extremely high or anything either. It's basically only because of the location that it's so expensive. Per month. Rents in Japan are always quoted per month. And then on top of that you have to pay about between 4 to 6 months rent at the time of moving in for various fees like agency fees and key money and deposit and whatnot. So yeah, living in central Tokyo can be quite expensive. Although, I mean, I'm sure you could also find like a tiny little studio around there for like maybe 100,000 yen. I think those apartments that I looked at, those were probably relatively new, like not super old. So that makes them a little bit more expensive. But if you're fine with living in an older building, you can probably shave off maybe a couple of tens of thousands of yen. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining me today on this walk from homemade bakery and burger. This walk from Shibuya to Yoyogi via Yoyogi Park, via Sendagaya and Omotesando. It was a good one. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will see you all soon again. What's this? Butter coffee. There's really so many coffee shops around here. Anyway, thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye bye. Heido. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen.